Hey everybody, it's Natasha from Mystic Wisdom and Treasures. We are back here today for a brand new timeless pick a card reading. Whether this is your first time stopping by my channel or you are a returning subscriber, hello and welcome. Thank you so much to those of you who have been liking, commenting on my videos, and also subscribing to my channel. Your support really means so much to me, and I really do appreciate and value reading your feedback. And I am really grateful to be bringing forth some messages for you today. We are going to be connecting in with the goddess Isis. I have made a playlist for my channel dedicated to goddess readings, and Isis is a goddess that I really enjoy connecting with and working really closely with. And we are going to be getting insight in regards to what soul gifts are activating in your DNA. So this can be dormant, or it can already be activated, or you could be in the process of activating this gift. So these can be psychic gifts, these could be certain soul gifts. It doesn't have to be a specific like clairaudience or like that kind of thing. No, this is something very ingrained into your soul's blueprint that you have carried even through other lives, or you have that potential of activating it through other lives as well. So if you would like to take a moment to pause the video, you can, so that you can ground, center yourself, clear your mind, and take a few deep breaths, calling your spirit guides, your guardian angels, higher self, the divine universe, and ask them to help direct you to a group that contains the information for your highest good to know right now. And with that being said, we have 4 groups to choose from today. Please choose not by what looks the most physically appealing with your eyes, but what you feel the most intuitively drawn to. Which card gives you a certain pull? What energy really calls you the most? So over here we have group number 1, group number 2, group number 3, and group number 4. If you feel pulled to more than one pile, maybe multiple piles have a message for you, always remember that you are the ruler of your own reality. You know yourself better than anyone else. So please only take what resonates with you and leave the rest behind. Energy can always shift and change. So again, you are the ruler of your own reality and you have free will. Please only take what resonates with you and leave the rest behind. And once again, over here we have group number 1, group number 2, group number 3, and group number 4. I will have timestamps listed in the video description down below so that you may skip ahead to the group that you feel the most called to when you are ready. And let's get right into today's reading. Hey, group number 1, for those of you who are drawn to the group with the soul retrieval card, hello and welcome to your reading. Let's find out from the goddess Isis what soul gift is in your DNA. So this can be something laying dormant. This could be something that you have already activated or are currently in the process of activating. Please only take what resonates with you. You will know the truth by how it feels for you. So if it doesn't resonate, just leave it behind. Maybe a different pile is for you, or maybe there's parts of this reading that you are meant to hear. So right off the bat, some of you, I am getting a clear message with these hands and the light being emitted from the hands that you have healing hands. You have a lot of energy, healing energy in your hands. A lot of you are healers in both the physical and the emotional way. We do have, it says soul retrieval, deep soul healing with the goddess. I didn't even think to read that second line there. And that is exactly what I feel is your soul gift. This is something that, I'm sorry if you hear that noise in the background. Those are the cars going by outside. I hope that is not too distracting, but we're going to keep going with it. So this is a gift that you have likely had active in other lives as well. The way that it may manifest may vary, but I feel like this is kind of like this full circle feeling. So in each life, you activate this gift or peel layers off of this gift one by one, and until you find its true potential. Because not only are you healing on an emotional level, you can really shift and change and alchemize other people's lives. I am getting with this. You're a powerful light. You're a powerful healer. A lot of you are likely empaths or affiliate with being called an empath. But you're very sensitive to the energy of other people. I am getting that. You can sense pain within the body. You can sense if something is going on that it may be negatively impacting another person on an emotional level. You can sense that because you have this innate ability to be able to help heal or sense that, so that deep cellular healing can take place on a soul level. And I want to make this very clear. So many healers, many empaths, myself included, one of our soul lessons that we struggle with or that we have to go through and learn is healing through codependency. And that's not going to be for everybody. So if that doesn't resonate with you, please just disregard this part. But I'm also speaking from my own experience here too. When you are deeply sensitive to the energy of others, there sometimes comes that trap or that kind of ingrained belief within us that we are the ones that have to fix it, or we are responsible for fixing other people's problems. And being a healer to me means finding that balance between yourself and what you can and cannot do, what you are and are not responsible for others. As a healer, you can give people the resources, the tools, the energy if they're willing to receive it, but they have to allow that healing in. And I'm sensing like maybe some of you are currently struggling through this right now, and that is a soul lesson that you are breaking free. I'm seeing an image in my mind of chains binding wrists, and you're struggling to get free, but you are. I see it's like not once the movement starts, once you start getting those chains separated, I feel like there's so much growth taking place, and this is when you are really going to activate your healing abilities the most. When you are able to give both to yourself and others and know that line about what is your responsibility and what is not, who is willing to receive healing and who is not. You are a strong healer, and I also feel like at the same time you can heal energetically with your hands on people's bodies, in people's auras. You can really detect what is going on an energetic and physical level with a person. I just heard psychic surgery as well. You do this at an energetic level. Okay, so enough rambling about that. That was with your first card here. Let's get some more information or see what other gifts you may have. So we have Geb, Earthly Focus, and Osiris, Heavenly Messages. You are Earth Angels, flat out. You guys are Earth Angels. You are powerful healers. You know, you feel it in your bones that you have a strong life purpose. You probably know that you come from the higher realms to some degree. I feel like, yeah, you have this inclination to want to help people in this lifetime, and this is something that you've also carried through other people's lives. You are healers and like the energetic, like healing people through your hands, maybe healing their emotional bodies, their physical bodies, etc. And also guiding people through change. That is something I'm seeing with that earthly focus. And maybe one of the struggles that you find yourself going through in this lifetime is kind of learning how to fit in with it's gonna sound funny, like fit in being human, fit in with the other humans, basically. Like, I don't mean that in like an egocentric kind of sounding way. It's just that I feel like your soul is very connected to the higher realms. You still have this strong connection there. Some of you may identify with being called starseeds. But I am deeply feeling like you're here for a bigger reason. You have strong psychic abilities. You especially empathic. Like, you are able to help guide others through their struggles, help be that light in the dark. But again, the challenge lies in having that boundary between what you can do and what may be overextending yourself, or when you need to pull your energy back because it's starting to hurt you. You're not meant to be pulled into that and hurt yourself. You are meant to be an influence, a guiding light to others. You are an earth angel. You bring light anywhere you walk. When you walk into a room, the energy dynamic changes, it shifts. You alchemize just by walking into the room. And Isis is also showing me here that you have healing words. Not only do you have healing touch, you have healing words. There's something in your voice, in your throat chakra. You have an air of leadership. When you speak, people listen. Whether you realize this or not, this is something that is within your DNA, whether it has been activated within you or not. You are a leader. You are a way shower. You are a bright light meant to guide people. You are a messenger. You're very connected to the spiritual realm. You may also get clairaudient messages, but again, it's just maintaining that balance between you and others, maintaining that healthy, grounded, centeredness. Sorry again for that noise, everyone. My mic is having issues, so I have to speak right next to my camera. You're very psychic, you're very clairaudient, you're very claircognizant as well. You hear the spiritual realm. It's almost like you can read the sky and stars as well. Some of you may be very into astrology and very gifted with interpreting astrology. That's a specific one too, or that is also in your DNA, your soul blueprint, through many lifetimes and future lifetimes, to be able to access this when it is activated, or when you activate this within yourself. It lies dormant, and it's more of a process of remembering this about yourself, the knowledge that you have gained. Some of you, I just heard, were also philosophers in a past life. That's not going to be for all of you, but that is a specific message here. Yeah, you are definitely earth angels. Make sure that you're getting time out in nature too, to recharge yourself and hear your own thoughts and hear your spirit guides. You're gifted healers, and one of those things again that you're learning very strongly through the last couple lifetimes especially is boundaries, and not taking on people's pain too much, to the point where it drags you down or hurts you too much. Okay, so your next card here is Transformation 53, number 53. Yes, okay, yes. It's hard for you not to feel for others. And I can hear like some of you even feeling that way as I'm speaking too. So you have such a beautiful heart. Your heart, your caring nature, your empathy is something that you've carried on through several different lifetimes. since the beginning, even in a way, if you want to think of time as linear. You have these, she's also telling me that you have this innate ability to where when you pray for something, when you try to manifest something, when you speak to the universe, your angels, God, goddesses, the divine, higher self, whatever you want to call it, or whatever you reach out to, you are heard. You have strong manifestation ability, and it comes from your caring heart. You want to give so much to others. You are here to help others. You're also here to help care for others, be a voice for them, help them see that they're not alone. You're here to transmute a lot of the negative energy and the pain and the trauma and heal that, help to heal that within this earth. You're a messenger sent to this earth to help heal the pain. Yeah, you definitely hear spirits from the other realms too, or see them. Some of you, I just heard, have had a psychic gift or had known that you've had psychic gifts since you were a child. You've always felt like you were different, and that's because you are from the angelic realm yourself. You are from the higher realms. You are a starseed. You are, yes. Okay, so your next cards are breathing, will teaching, and manifest. So we have ground, feel, sensations, purity, clarity, expression, depth of experience and healing, teacher and mentor, share wisdom, co-creation, gratitude, divine alignment, joyful visions. Yep, there was that manifest. And with that breathing, it's like whatever you put out into the universe, as long as you're coming from your pure place, which a lot of you are, maybe some of you have gone through phases of pain to where you may have not felt that way, but as a soul essence, your soul carries this because you have this frequency about you to bring forth change and healing, to bring the light where it is needed, where you feel and see it fit to be. That's what I feel like is within your DNA. You have strong healing abilities. You are also able to call in the angelic realm. You're also to call in healing energy. You're also able to help. Also able to call in the angels. I mean, everybody can call in their angels, but your voice is almost like it's extra heard in a way. Like your words are extremely potent. Some of you have a beautiful singing voice as well. Yeah, you have a lot of wisdom, and where you see that somebody needs caring for, I feel like you will give all of that to them. You've gone through so much. I'm noticing the butterfly in the bottom right portion of this card, and this is making me feel, well, some of you may have a butterfly for a spirit animal guiding you, or a whale, but what I'm feeling like this is you, trigger warning. What I feel like this is that maybe you were raised into a family where you had faced a lot of trauma, or you may have been around a lot of traumatic experience. You did have it really hard, and maybe you had to, your coping, the way you learned to cope was to adapt to more codependent tendencies, but at the same time, it's not, I feel like there are some toxic patterns that can come from that, but I also feel like you have this innate healing gift too. You could also pick up on the emotions, feelings, energy of animals as well, but she's showing me that you guys have gone through such a dark period, especially at the beginning of your life, and you want to do so much for others. You want to carry the pain so much of others, and sometimes it's so much weight on your back, but I'm feeling like you feel like it's worth it. And I feel like you also have to be careful about your cup being empty. Refill your cup, but you want to be that beacon of hope and light for other people that may have been going through the same things that you did. You are that angelic grace in people's lives. You really are. You're a messenger and you're a healer. You are that light that plunges right into the dark. You know where the light needs to go, and your ability to see that is also a gift that you have. I'm noticing heavily this blue energy too within, it looks like those are her wings. I'm not sure if those are her wings or not, or if that's just like an energetic thing for this card. But frequency of sound may be very important for you. Using your voice, anything that you speak into reality has a high likelihood of happening, because your angels really respect what you have to say and they listen to you. They trust your word, because you are also an angel in the flesh yourself, and you're a healer. Some of you may also have jobs in a medical profession. That is something she is also showing me here. You came here, you're trying to help other people and also heal yourself, but you wanted, she's saying to me, in your divine blueprint, you came here wanting to experience things so that you could help other people. You wanted to carry a little bit of extra weight, and that's something that you're also you are still healing from yourself, and it's a heavy burden to carry, she is saying, and it's just getting out of what you have. Not that you're going to completely get out of it, but she's saying like it's that matter of also healing through your own trauma and knowing what's yours to carry and what's not, how you can show up to people without overextending yourself and bringing in that light, that transmutational light. Hopefully that's actually a word. You have so much wisdom, so much of a big heart that you just want to help others and care for other people. So your manifestation and healing is powerful, but she's also saying just be careful not to let other people take advantage of your kindness, because I feel like maybe you have fallen into circumstances and situations where people drained your energy, took from you, took advantage of your caring heart, because you could see the dark around them. You can see that inner child hurting within them and why maybe they were doing that. You can sense this, and you can sense their pain body and that they need healing, and you feel for them. But some people don't know how to respond to you outside of their trauma, so their own trauma and the way that they have handled it. You know, two people can go through similar things, but the way that they handle it can be completely different. And I feel like a lot of people, once they see like your attention and your caring nature and all the energy you pour into the healing, your healing words, your generous heart, they feel entitled to that. And that's where she's also saying it's okay to have those boundaries, that you are a powerful manifester. You have healing touch, healing hands. If you pray for people, that healing goes right to them. That's something she's wanting to say is within your DNA. Like, you are very much so heard, and you are a healer, and that's because you're even more heard because you are your soul incarnated very close to the higher realms. You are an earth angel. I just heard a Reiki master as well for some of you, or maybe some of you are sound healers. Oh my goodness, I can't make this up. Share your voice, come out of the cave, persecution, expression, the crumbling. What are you clinging to? This feels like helping others. That line between who you can and can't save. People also have to be able to say, okay, so this is where that part of the message comes in about drawing those boundaries. You can be a guiding light in other people's lives. You can be an influence in other people's lives, but it's that matter of taking on what they're going through, their pain, on to the point where it is yours when it's not meant to be carried by you like that. You are a way shower. You teach people, you help them, you are a healer, you have a big heart, so that makes you want to help people. But they're saying it's okay if you can't save she is saying that it's okay if you can't save everyone. You're also very connected to your star ancestors, whether you know it or not. Some of you don't even realize this. You long for a place of home that is not on earth. You feel where you're from on a soul level. You can feel these guides and presences possibly even close to you, and if you don't, if you open up to it, I'm sure they will give you signs that they are there. They will. And you're a very, very ancient soul. You also have carried a lot of hurt, and it's okay to take time for healing yourself too. It's not selfish for you to take time away. She wants to make that clear. And that is part of your healing journey, is also healing yourself. Using that energy to heal yourself too. I feel like some of you broke away from somebody very close to you recently with that crumbling. What are you clinging to? And this is tied to some sort of memory from the past replaying itself into your adulthood. Yeah, you have strong transmutational energy, and you feel that inclination to help people, like overly, even to the point where you feel helpless at times. But you are a strong empath, but it's okay. They're saying, like, I keep saying they. She is saying that it is not in your blueprint to help every single person. Just you planting the seed, putting the words out there, leading by example, plants that seed. You doing that plants the seed, and that will be the thing that the person will remember. It isn't up to you necessarily to try to do the work for other people, so remember that. But your sheer presence leaves an impact on those people that they will reflect on it and be able to utilize this information to heal themselves later on. So you make a difference in people's lives whether you realize it or not. She just keeps saying you are an angel. So we have next the King of Cups, the Moon. Yeah, your psychological healers, and Serenity. Yes. Okay. Yes. She's saying it would be really beneficial for you to ground in nature or work with crystals like hematite, black tourmaline, even shungite. Grounding stones that help ward off other people's energy that you may have absorbed. She's also saying to take a salt bath. That may help you to release some of this. I feel like you are an emotional sponge. You're a psychic sponge. So I feel like sometimes when you've taken on so much without even realizing it, even always, it can also affect your dream state. That energy affects your dream state. She's saying that it's extra important for you to make sure that you do these kind of things, these protection rituals before your sleep, or just make sure that you are centered into yourself before bed. One thing, she's wanting me to point this out, and this is something that I find actually really grounding. You don't just have to go out into nature. That certainly does help. I feel like a way to balance myself out, and this might be a helpful tool for you to use, and this is why I mention it. A helpful tool that you can use, and very healing as well, is to journal. And when I say journal and to use this to ground, this is to center into you. If you are feeling like you're taking in the emotions of others constantly, or hearing the opinions constantly of other people on who you should be, what you should do, or this person is going through this and maybe you feel helpless, or you invested yourself so much of your time and energy into other people that you kind of lose track of your own identity, and sometimes when it gets to that point you forget who you are, or you feel like you don't know who you are anymore, or maybe to the point where could have been something you've always struggled with. And by writing, by doing this journaling, maybe you could do it by a window, she just said, or like light a candle or something. But by doing this, a prompt that you can do to center in and use this as a grounding tool, as a centering tool, is to write down the things that you like doing or what brings you comfort. Even if it's something as simple as like what smells you like, what kind of foods you like tasting, what you want to do more in your free time, what energizes you. Like also things such as prompts, list ways that you can be your own best friend in a way. Like, what can you do to show that care for you? How can you show up for yourself? And just in general, the things that you like doing. That helps you get centered back into your own aura, into your own body, into who you are first and foremost, before you go back out there and trying to help other people. And just remember that boundary between you and other people. You can still care for people. You can still be a healer and help people in a phenomenal way, while also being centered in yourself. And that is what makes the best healer too, is learning that balance. And it's not an easy thing to do, and I think this is a continuous thing, especially for those of us who consider ourselves empaths or highly sensitive people. Some of you are very clairsentient, but I'm just feeling so much energy in the hands. Like, you're so able to shift energy with your hands, or bring it in, or powerful Reiki healers, or the way that you bring in light, the way that you bring in hope and healing and a way shower for other people is what I feel like is within your DNA, is within several lives if you choose to activate it. I'm also hearing that you're also very telepathic. Some of you don't realize that. And she's saying right now, sometimes when you hear a certain song come on the radio randomly, for example, she is saying that this is your guides talking to you, or maybe you picking up signs of other people's thoughts. So this is going to do it for you, group number 1. I hope that this reading was helpful for you and that you enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to give this video a thumbs up, comment down below. I really do value and appreciate reading your feedback. And if you have not subscribed to my channel, please consider doing so. And I am excited to talk to you all again soon in the next video. Bye. Hey, group number 2, for those of you who are drawn to the group with the Temple of Carnelian card, this says entering the fierce belly of Sekhmet. Hello, and welcome to your reading. I just want to say first and foremost before we start that if you hear noise in the background, I deeply apologize for that. I'm going to power through it anyway so I can relay these messages for you. I am having issues with my mic, and that helps reduce the noise a little bit, I think. At least I've noticed, in my opinion, and I need to get a new one, so just gonna power through. So I really hope that the noise in the background, the cars going by, isn't too distracting for you. Let's get right in. So the Temple of Carnelian, I'm getting the sense, okay, you have some sort of gift of observation. That's the first thing that she's really showing me. You have a strongly protective spirit. There's like this unwavering energy within you. And remember that this can be something laying dormant in your DNA, activating, or activated already. So, and again, if it doesn't feel like it resonates with you, then just disregard this. But I'm really getting this, yeah, this really confident energy, but it's in a grounded way. So there's this ability that you have deep within your soul to be able to see all different kinds of view, to consider different people's truths, and to also come to your own conclusion. It's like not rushing into a decision right away and going deep within you after considering all the options. It's like being able to see all the puzzle pieces around you to arrive at a destination and make clear, concise decisions. Yeah, you're almost like this gatekeeper spirit in the flesh, honestly, with this kind of energy. You have a fire about you, but also this grounded nature that helps other people feel more secure. But at the same time, because you are so secure, or this is within your soul waiting to be activated, because you are so secure, you give off that kind of energy because you see so much truth and you don't speak right away. People know you're listening, and some people get really intimidated by you, and I feel like you pick up on this a lot. A lot of you already sense this, whether you know that you're like coming off this way to these people, and you know, people view you through the lens of their own reality, so it can be even the most unintentional thing, but you have this air about you, this certainty, once you've made up your mind, this leadership, this balance between both your shadow and your light aspects, the way you blend them together, and the way that you can see right into the human psyche causes some people to run away, to be intimidated by you. And that's not always the funnest thing in the world, but I feel like you can really, you're almost, okay, you know what you remind me of? It's kind of like having obsidian or black tourmaline, for example, in the human flesh. It's like this protective energy that's able to ward off energy that's not for your highest good or others people around you's highest good. Like you have this ability to enter into a room, and it's not the same in the same kind of sense of pile number one. Maybe you were drawn to both this group and the last group, and maybe some of you are here from watching the last group, and if so, hi again. But it's not in the same sense, okay? This feels very much so like, how do I put this? This is such a unique gift that I don't know if I've actually heard of this happening before. Say that you enter into a room and it's like polarizing the energy so that what is not meant to be there, or what may be harmful for maybe the people around or yourself or whatever, it goes to where it needs to be. It's like your energy is very clearing, it's transmuting just by your sheer presence, and maybe by some of the words you speak as well. But that might be a reason, like if you ever notice there might be people that don't like you for no reason, or they seem a little bit intimidated by you, or like you just see people fall away on their own or something along these lines, it's because you have like that kind of black tourmaline or black obsidian energy to where it's cleansing, it's protective, and it's not going to take anyone else's shit. I'm just going to say that flat out. You're not going to take anyone else's shit, and you have that air about you, and like people feel like you're piercing through their soul with your eyes. Maybe some of you have been told that before, but you also have like this Sekhmet energy to you. Some of you may resonate with being a Lyran starseed. You don't have to, but that is something, or maybe even Syrian. You have that lion-like energy to you, that strength, that natural leadership. I'm seeing so much orange and yellow energy like beaming through you like a tower. when you're alert to something, you're very alert. You have very keen senses and discernment. And whether you even realize that or not, or it's just waiting to come out. Some of you might be thinking, well, I've always been more of a timid and shy and reserved one, but this is what's dormant within you. You got this inner fire, this inner lion, this anti-bullshit detector about you, within you, and you just exude it, or it's waiting to exude from you. It's waiting for you to accept this part of yourself, aside from you tuning into the opinions, the thoughts, the emotions of other people around you. And I feel like maybe that's how this can kind of tie in to the first group, but you have this radar, like you can chase off negative energy, like your presence, your energy. It's like this force field that sends energy again where it needs to go, polarizes it where it needs to be. You clear the room just by your energy. That's a really unique gift, and I'm not really sure if I've heard that before, but that's something she is really showing here. Healing voices. I just heard that. You may have a healing voice too. You put other people at ease. You help people feel more secure, more safe. You help people through difficult times in their lives. You are a strong protector. So your next card here is the Ascendant Temple Sacred Ceremony, also known as the Goddess Isis, which we are doing an Isis themed reading today. Yeah, oh my gosh, oh my goodness. So ceremony, sacred ceremony, this is like cleansing a space. This is really interesting. Yeah, you clear energy, you shift energy of a room. It's like, again, that polarizing things, to clear it, to clean it, to set things the way that they need to be. You're almost like, without even realizing it, like this divine magnet. So either some energy is going to repel away from you because that's like this divine, I'm almost getting like this, what's divinely meant to be, and you help enforce that. You're like this karmic enforcer, if that is a good way to put it. And you're also somebody that helps other people. So people see you as that saving light, a lot like pile number one. But again, this energy is quite a bit different at the same time. Yeah, you just have this strong leading presence. You do. And that is something either dormant, active, or waiting to be activated within your soul. Okay, so our next card is Cobra, Divine Awakening. Yeah, truth. There's something in your soul regarding truth. You uncover truth, you see the truth, and you find it out. You may notice, like, you know that saying, how the truth will always be revealed. You are like a perfect example of this. Your presence invokes truth, invokes light, it illuminates space and darkness, it harmonizes both the light and the dark so that it comes back into balance. Your eyes see right through the dark, and you also help the light as well to be able to balance. You help balance energy. You help harmonize this. You bring truth where it needs to be, clarity where it needs to be. Some of you have a strong voice of leadership. Some of you may feel, this is going to be, not going to be for all of you, but some of you may feel very called to speak up for certain injustices when you see them, or stick up for people, or call out outdated beliefs. I just heard her say that you deem to be outdated. You are kind of like that person that causes, it's not even in a bad way, it's almost like a storm that's meant to clear a path. And that's how you are with information that needs to be cleared, outdated information or beliefs. You're almost like this catalyst of change that shakes up people's belief systems a little bit, or what they were told or taught, or what they previously believed, or what they may be lying to themselves about. You're like this walking mirror to reflect that to people. And you may notice that you trigger people, whether intentional or not, like whether you're verbally saying it or you're not. You do value truth. You point out truth. You have a very strong throat chakra and solar plexus, and also sacral. You see truth, and that really intimidates people. And I feel like you're somebody that does not tolerate lies either. Like, you don't take kindly to them too. That's the kind of energy I'm getting from you. You are all about truth and expansion and growth within yourself and others. And if others aren't willing to do the same thing, then you're not gonna be one that stands by and enables this behavior. You're gonna call people out on things, and you're not really gonna care in a way if they get mad about that, because you value truth to that degree. And it's kind of like being this person that shakes people's cages that they've mentally confined themselves, or their belief patterns, or what their thoughts about themselves, or how they treat other people. You're just a beacon of truth, whether people like what you have to hear or say or not. And you find out truth. You see truth. Truth is drawn to you, and this is within your soul. And some of you are very drawn to ancient mysteries as well. That's something coming through here. Yeah, there's also some sort of soul memory in a past life, a very ancient past life, whether it's Egypt or something else, that knows some sort of hidden knowledge. And that might be why you feel so drawn to these kind of things too. You're all about truth. A lot of your life purpose involves uncovering truth, being truth. Yeah, spreading a light, illuminating things, illuminating dark, illuminating what's hidden, both within the psyche of others and just mysteries of the world. Like, you might keep yourself up at night researching topic after topic, or investing yourself into this. This is something, you have a knack for the truth, and a very strong leadership about you because of this truth, because of this ability to speak, see, and be open to the truth, and pointing out the truth for others. You are all about truth, and you are a messenger of truth, and you're also like that detective for finding truth in so many different ways. And that's going to change people's lives, and sometimes it's going to cause a little bit of a dramatic response from certain individuals. And I feel like this is something you have already gone through a lot. You're all about helping people transform, because this is the way that you are helping shift consciousness of this planet. You're helping people see the truth, what you feel is the truth of things that may have been misconstrued. Excuse me. You want to clear up misunderstandings and have your voice be heard too. Or maybe other people's outdated beliefs and thought patterns, or what may not be serving them or other people, or be actually harming or harmful for them, or holding them back in some way. So next we have the crown chakra, the unlimited self. You guys, she's also showing me some of you might have a connection to a masculine ancient Egyptian deity. Thoth or Thoth is coming through here. Scribe of knowledge, she's also saying, and I think this also reflects a gift that you have hidden in your soul too. is this gift of knowledge. You're like a memory bank. You're like, it's an ancient knowledge, whether you know this is within you or not. I feel like you can actually access like Akashic records too if you really wanted to find truth, to uncover truth. Yeah, you're a messenger of truth. You have so much information within you, she's showing me here, that you don't even know it. Some of you, you have not yet activated this yet, or maybe you are starting to, or you don't quite know what this is yet, what you're doing. It's almost like you're able to pull different things out of the Akashic records to bring them forth and spread truth into this physical reality for some of you. That's not going to be for all of you. I am feeling like that's not going to be something maybe that interests all of you in trying to do, but that is something very important for some of you, or maybe one of you. Yeah, you're very connected to divine truth. Some of you are also very claircognizant. You are very interested in helping humanity become more enlightened and connect with divine truth. You're very objective, and sometimes that objectivity makes you come off like your words are a bit cold or sharp. I'm more so hearing sharp. You have sharp knowledge, you have a sharp intellect, you have a sharp mind, you have a sharp and razor sharp intuition. Like, you see right into the core of truth. This is that really is your gift here. Next we have the star connection, guidance from the stars, galactic self, unified field. Lemurian shaman, shadow dissolving in gaze of truth. Oh my goodness, going beyond fear, initiation. Oh, this is kind of interesting. Okay. Abundance, fullness of source, enough for all, open. Okay. Another gift you guys have is involving your dream state or the dream state of other people. Something about dream work. Almost like, is there such thing? Maybe some of you can comment on this. I would have to research more into this. Is there such thing as like dream healing as a practice, or would that be connected into shamanism as well? Being able to almost like astral travel into other people's dreams. That's interesting. Some of you have a gift of astral traveling, have a soul gift of that, or to be able to see into people's psyches and subconscious mind to the point into their dreams as well. You get a lot of answers within your dreams. People may speak to you telepathically through your dreams, or your guides do. Yeah, you see right into people's soul. You're very connected into the collective consciousness, and I feel like because of that, you're able to weave into other people's dreams. That's really interesting and cool. Wow, yeah, you see the healing that needs to take place in people's dreams, she's saying. That is a really interesting thing. Some of you are maybe interested in shamanism or practicing in shamanism. Some of you have had past lives as a shaman as well, and that's something you have carried into this lifetime, wanting to practice this sort of thing or make that a big part of your spiritual journey. So there's something about dream work, and also I just heard all of the Akashic records that you access, that you can walk between. You're almost like this, I should keep hearing like dream weaver, person that can walk between reality and the collective unconscious and subconscious mind. Like, you're able to step into different layers of the psyche and subconscious, even by traveling within yourself. That's really trippy. I really gotta say that's trippy. Yeah, you guys, your consciousness is totally out of this world, from a different star system as well. Maybe Lyra, or Lyra. Hopefully I'm saying that correctly. Doesn't have to be. Or Sirius. I'm seeing if there's any other information from these cards. Yeah, you see straight into the core of people. You see right into truth. Seeing into the truth is like you have these eyes that dig right through the surface or through these different layers of the psyche, and it almost like it penetrates reality in a way. Like that's really interesting to think about. Some of you, okay, interesting. Some of you have contact with either star beings in spirit or star beings, or may have had some sort of experience with this kind of thing, or interdimensional spirits could be a possible thing, or like some sort of non-human type spirits. Like some of you have had that kind of contact, or you see them, or you feel them around you, or you connect with them. You have, okay, here we go. I'm getting really esoteric here for some of you, but I'm gonna say it because it's coming through. You guys, specific message for some of you, you have star family or star beings around you that are from your galactic lineage before this lifetime that you feel around you, and it's almost like they're helping to upkeep your energetic levels or work on your energetic body, or keep, I almost heard it, I think she said keep track of your progress. They're like monitoring you, but it's your galactic family. So that's a specific message, like maybe they're like your spirit guides or something. That's really interesting. Yeah, I keep seeing like the lion humanoid type being, so this is making me really think of Lyra. Hopefully I say that correctly. Next we have the Council of Light, Divine Orchestration, Helpers in the Subtle Realm. Oh my goodness, you guys, I just dropped the cards out of like freaking out here. Oh my goodness, yes, you are healing. You are a healer at so many different levels of the human psyche, of human consciousness. You are a high dimensional being, a very advanced soul, whether you are awake to this or not. You see beyond the matrix of things as well. Oh my goodness. Some of you may have certain connections to different ascended masters too. I hear like you respect their teachings. You really honor them and listen to them. You find balance between different spiritual beliefs and pathways, and it's almost like you feel like they lead into one. You can believe in one and believe in all and combine it and live harmoniously with that. This is a really cool reading. Okay, so your final cards, we have here the Three of Cups, the Seven of Crystals, which is the Seven of Pentacles in this deck, and the Six of Wands. Some of you are very conscious of the energy work. There are a reason why you are here on the planet. Like, you definitely feel like you are on a mission. You definitely feel in contact with your guides or galactic guides. You know that you are a starseed. You know that you feel like your energy isn't quite from here, and some of you already know where your galactic origins are. For those of you who affiliate with being a starseed, there's a certain constellation in the sky that may speak to you and that you can communicate directly with, and that might also be a gift that you've carried over, is being able to have this contact with these different soul lineages, to your ancestors as well, ancestral spirits. Feeling home, even when it's away from you. Being able to connect with that home from a different lifetime. Being able to still sense it, almost, it's like time being an illusion. And you feeling this. I know some of you might think this is kind of out there seeming, but this is what is coming through for you, so this is what I'm gonna relay to you. I just heard Kundalini awakening too. Maybe you help activate other people's Kundalini energy. You're here to help awaken other people and activate other people in their psychic gifts, and almost she's showing me like break people out of the matrix and help awaken their soul. Yes, show them who they truly are, and that is a gift that you have. You get truth. Oh my gosh, that's what this is. You're showing people truth. You're awakening people to truth. You're penetrating through the masks of reality, even layers of reality itself. You're taking the wool off of people's eyes. That is something, that is your mission here. That is your gift. That is your soul gift. That is something within you, whether this is something that lays dormant within this, under the surface, that you have not found out about yourself yet, or whether you know this or it is currently in the process of activating. This is you guys have blown my mind. I really enjoyed doing this reading for you, and I hope that you enjoyed hearing it. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful and meaningful, please be sure to give this video a thumbs up, comment down below. I really do value and appreciate reading your feedback, and please consider subscribing to my channel if you are new and you enjoyed this video. I'd like to see more like it. Thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you all again in the next video soon. Bye. Okay, group number 3, for those of you who were drawn to the group with this card right here. Hello and welcome to your reading. Let's find out some information regarding what soul gift rests or is active or is dormant or is activating within your DNA. This can be gifts that have passed through several different lifetimes or that can be activated within you. So let's tune in and see what the goddess Isis has to say to you about this. She is really showing me first and foremost that the energy of this collective of people are very hard working. You put a lot of blood, sweat, and tears into whatever it is that you do for a living. You put, if you have a family of your own, I feel like you would give anything. You would give the shirt off of your back to make sure that everything was okay. And I am sorry if you can hear that noise in the background. I have to get a new mic, and while I wait, I am sitting right next to my camera, so hopefully you can hear everything okay. I'm seeing this. She is showing me the spirit of a person that is humbled, that is hardworking, that puts a lot of effort, time, resilience, and again, she's saying blood, sweat, and tears into whatever it is you are doing. And she's saying because of this, this is a message that she is giving me to tell somebody here, that because of your humble spirit, because of your dedication, the effort that you do not only for yourself but for others as well, you are going to receive some sort of divine gift. You have a specific angel watching over you, she is telling me, that really wants to bestow a certain gift onto you. Some of you are going to be seeing yourself recognized or in the spotlight in some kind of way. There's a lot of this bright, fiery, but it's more so in a light energy kind of way. A fire of light light energy, abundance. You also have the gift of creativity within you. You attract blessings, she is showing me here. You attract blessings. She's saying that you are in good standings with the heavens, whatever that means. But she is saying that the universe wants to gift and bless you. And I feel like you have a lot of good karma stacked up on you, not only from this lifetime, but from other lifetimes as well. And she's saying you deserve to be nurtured. You deserve to be given a gift. Some of you have been used to, again, I apologize for that noise in the background. Some of you have been used to just working your ass off, really. Excuse me for cussing, but that's really the feeling I'm getting here. Like, you really work yourself to the bone. You don't mind putting the hard work into things. You feel like if you're here, then it's your responsibility to do this. There's a jovial presence about you, something about a fire in your soul, in your spirit, within your energy that attracts so many unseen things that you aren't even aware of. There's a lot of positive energy surrounding you, or that wants to come into your aura, or is in your aura. It's almost like you're being watched on a divine level. I'm noticing these rings around here, and it's like you're being observed. She just said you have passed the test. We will see how this ties in necessarily to your soul gift within your DNA, but she is showing me this warrior spirit of light, this spirit with good intentions, the spirit that has worked so hard and almost doesn't feel deserving of the rewards that it has sowed. And yeah, it's like you're blinded to wanting to receive this because you feel like it's expected. But there's so many good deeds stacked on top of each other, she is showing me within this card for you. I'm seeing an image of a canary as well. She said, ask for blessings. Ask for blessings. So we'll see more information, but I feel like that was something that she wanted you to know right now. If there are more messages, we will get right into that, but for now we will move on to your next cards to get more of a glimpse into what your soul gift is. All right, we have the Giza Plateau, Sacred Journey. Ooh, okay. An Aset, also known as the goddess Isis herself. Alchemy and healing. All right. Okay, this is a really cool gift. It's kind of similar to part of group number 2. So if you were drawn to that group as well, that may be confirmation for you to also go back and look at that group. But what she's really showing me is that you have, okay, a couple different things here. It's like I'm having this vision of this bright ball of fire within you, all this light radiating out from you. So we all have the divine feminine and the divine masculine within us, but there's something very sacred about the divine masculine within you. There's some gift attached to your divine masculine aspect, and she keeps saying, ask to receive. There is a lot of creativity within you. It's almost like the things that you create turn to magic, and you infuse your energy by whatever you touch without even realizing you're doing it. And I'm seeing somebody almost building something. So take that how it resonates. That might be a specific message for somebody. But what I am more so seeing here, aside from that message about the divine masculine, I am seeing somebody who can soul travel, who can astral travel, whether you notice you're doing this or not. I feel like some of you from this group collective have dreams of yourself flying high up in the sky, almost like you are a bird in a way, and you're seeing these great monumental structures, just like this card right here, seeing the pyramids. And what she is saying, I just heard also lucid dreaming. There's something you are able to not only astral travel or lucid dream or travel by soul, travel like spirit travel almost, but you're able to visit sites very far away from you, both in, she's saying, in the hidden realms, in different levels of consciousness. And she's saying you can also go back to specific moments in time, even on other planets, and travel to them, whether this is in a meditative state or whether you are sleeping. It could be a mixture of both. So very much so reminds me a lot of an aspect of group 2. So again, if you are drawn to both of these groups, this is your confirmation. Maybe some of you are here after watching group number 2, and if so, hello and welcome once again. But I'm really seeing you also had, many of you may have had a past life in ancient Egypt as well. You do not have to. There's something very significant within that era. But she is showing me here that you can soul travel to like the pyramids, for example, and explore them, explore the hidden depths. You can travel even under the sea in a way by your soul, by astral traveling. And I see this image as sometimes maybe you're meditating or even daydreaming, or you're just thinking, and it's like your mind just kind of wanders to a different place, or you see these images in your head and like you're wandering and you think that is your mind making it up, or what you don't see is that your soul is actually traveling in the astral realm, in between different places. Your mind is visiting these places. What is it called? There's a certain psychic gifts about being able to sense locations, or being able to get an image of a location in your head and know where it is, or something along these lines. Like you may have visions about certain places, certain grid points of the earth even. And what she's really showing me here is that you're actually intuitively seeing these places even at different points of time. That's a really cool and interesting gift. Some of you are also gifted writers, and you are meant to write about these soul travels, these experiences, these intuitive downloads, or whatever it is you see when you are astral traveling, dreaming, lucid dreaming. When you are in these meditative states, you may think that is your imagination, but it's actually divine knowledge being given to you. And she just showed me, like, not only are you able to soul travel, but you're also able to soul travel between different eras. So my belief here is that there's many different levels of consciousness, and time is kind of like an illusion for our level of consciousness here on Earth in the physical. Time is not actually linear, and this is kind of what she wants me to point out for you, is that it's like when you're in this state, it's like that line between past, present, future is gone, and you're able to actually visit these different levels of consciousness, visit these different time periods as if it is all existing right now in the same time and space. And when you are in these states, I almost wanted to say trances, so some of you, maybe if you enter into a trance kind of state, you can go and do this. That she's showing me that you are actually able to soul travel, hop between these different time periods as if it is all happening at once. And yeah, you think that you are, if you notice that you're doing this, you think that it's in your head, or you have a really nice imagination, but you're second guessing your intuition possibly a lot of times. And she's saying, like, no, this is actually just you going into a different time period, but it's as if it exists now. And again, seeing in different dimensions, being able to travel into it and with your mind, or being able to view a certain location through your mind, projecting it out with your mind and visiting it psychically. That is a really cool thing. Yeah, you're able to time hop in a way astrally. Is that the correct way to say that? I am not sure. But you are able to also see spirits while you're doing this from different realms, being able to see the unseen. Some of you are very clairvoyant or have this gift, likelihood of being able to unlock this gift. We all have psychic gifts. It's just a matter of being open to them and trusting in them and them flourishing because of the trust that you have, the growth that takes place both on the inside and your external reality, because what is going on within reflects on the external level. But there are certain DNA activations taking place, especially while you're sleeping. That's a message for somebody out there. But I see you also being able to recollect certain past life memories, but it's like you're accessing it almost in real time. So it's like that again, that line between then and now, or in the future, it's faded, it's hollow, and you're able to get a glimpse through almost like the Akashic records in a way, and see through your eyes in a different place, if that makes sense. So if you've had dreams kind of like that, this is why. Some of you have a gift for writing. I just saw somebody writing out, it's a very specific and random vision, somebody writing out some sort of gift card, or not gift card, like greeting card, or with like beautiful cursive handwriting, somebody very poetic. You have a gift with words, and you're pulling this also from a past life, a gift of language, and spirit also helps you connect in this way, and your writing helps you out with your writing skills. You're very much tied into your other lives, and you can access them like a soul bank at any time that you tune into it. I just heard ask for guidance, ask for help. And I feel like you're also able to uncover certain knowledge, mystery, secrets in this way too. And I believe that truth was a big theme of group 2. So again, these may go hand in hand to a degree. But yeah, it's like uncovering hidden treasure in a way, hidden knowledge. You're able to, it's like dimension or time hop in a way in your mind, looking through different eyes, or just traveling by soul and seeing these different sights. So that is really cool. Let's get into your next cards. I talked about that for quite a while. We have communication and co-creation. You're very tied in with your soul family on the other side, with your star ancestors, with your spirit team. You have a very spiritual essence about you. Whether you have unlocked this within yourself or not, your spirit guides are working very closely with you, and they are also protecting you when you are in like these astral travel states or lucid dreaming, or when your soul is traveling to a different time period in a way. I mean, again, you don't realize this is happening, but this is making me think of like a close-knit community of spirits guiding you, working with you towards your purpose, helping you to be able to do and see these things. and helping you to bring forth and retain this knowledge so that maybe you can dream journal or write it out or something along these lines. You may have 3 spirit guides in particular that are closely working with you and helping you out. That's a specific one for some of you, or one of you. And yeah, I feel like the more also you write out these experiences, no matter how random or how out there they may seem, the more your gift seems to heighten, the more it comes to you, the more you want to explore it, the more you learn about yourself with this too. It would do you really well to record your experiences, or go into meditative states to recollect some information about past life and what you need to know, what is in your highest benefit to know this. Some of you are meant to write about this or speak about this, teach about it, or do something with this information in some way. Some of you are very drawn to crystals and working with crystals. Some of you are able to actually draw out information from the crystals, like a spirit log in a way. And it's like almost using crystals as a catalyst to be able to do this gift. That's a really cool thing. Yeah, that's a really trippy gift. I really love that. But yeah, you are able to, it's like a spirit log, being able to tune into certain frequencies that you feel drawn to, maybe in the crystals, read them, and it almost takes your mind to this other space to get information about these places or time periods or certain knowledge or fragments of your soul, like getting to know your soul on a deeper level because of this. So yeah, your spirit team is divinely guiding you and protecting you. They're wanting to emphasize that you are so protected. There's no way that protection can ever be broken. You are extra safe. She is showing me, the goddess Isis is showing me, like, you have more divine protection placed around you, even karmically. Maybe that's why that message came up in the beginning with this first card about having stacked up good karma too. You are a divine messenger. You have an important purpose and soul work to be doing if you choose to activate this gift within yourself. And she's showing me that nothing can interfere with you while you're doing this. Like, that is something that the universe wanted to make sure with you, because you are so divinely protected and you are meant to be protected. You're not meant to have those interferences. Like, sometimes things can happen or certain things can happen to other people, but it is in your karmic destiny too, she has said, or it's in like your life purpose or your life blueprints to be divinely protected, because you're also helping the energy within the earth too. She's showing me you are meant to be drawing out information too. Some of you resonate with being starseeds. I think that has come up in every pile so far. But she's showing me that you're also gaining knowledge for other star beings on the other side that may be guiding you, or you may be in connection with, or like another home away from here in spirit form. But some of you travel to this place while you are sleeping and you forget about your dreams sometimes. But yes, you're drawing out different information. You're uncovering hidden truths, things unseen or forgotten. You're gathering this information and plucking it almost like right out of the earth or right out of the crystals or right through these trances, or looking through different eyes with the same soul that you have in different bodies from different time periods or whatever this is. That's a really cool one. I love that. So your next cards are forgiveness, see the bigger picture, trust and heal. We have Way of Pearls, liminal space, new energies, trust, time of growth. Joy of life, trust, open your hands, share, let go. That's interesting. We have let go and we have this forgiveness card here. there may have been a certain traumatic experience in a past life, so that is also a reason why you're extra protected during this. Maybe, yeah, they don't want you to be like re-traumatized from certain events. Some of you had a past life where your home was wiped out by a big cataclysm, maybe a flood. Yes, I should say trigger warning here, but maybe some of you feel drawn to Lemuria and Atlantis as well. This is confirmation for you. You have a special connection to the water, but maybe you also have a fear of it at the same time, and this is showing you why. She's saying you know secrets hidden in the deep. This Way of Pearls card. I really love this. I want to take a moment to appreciate this artwork. Look at that. That is beautiful. And this is kind of what it reminds me of when you are in this dreamlike state or meditative state or trance-like state. Maybe water also helps to heighten your intuition as well. It may be connected to your starseed lineage. You're also able to help other people let go as well. It's a healing ability that you have to help people forgive themselves too. Some of you have the tendency to also hide yourself away. But she's saying don't forget to also communicate. Whether this is through writing a book or connecting with people to a degree, but I feel like the outside energies of the world can be quite stressful for you, and she's showing me like you like to isolate yourself for this reason. Some of you are, she's saying, Lemurian starseeds. That's really cool. And the energies of the earth can be really heartbreaking and heavy for you, and it reminds you on a soul level of when your home was taken from you. That's something she's showing me here. Could be Atlantis as well, but she's saying that in a different life, maybe your home was destroyed and you were able to escape, but there was so much you had lost in the process. And maybe in this life, some of what you're working through is that resentment towards the outside world because of what was taken from you in a different life. And this may be reflected in different patterns or different ways in this lifetime too, and other experiences that kind of exhibit a similar feeling. Some of you kind of just isolate yourself by nature, and you never really understood why. And it really connects in with this other lifetime, and because you are a starseed too. Others of you may be a Syrian starseed, a Mentakan starseed, hopefully I'm saying that correctly, or something to do with water. Very much so. Yeah, especially a Mentakan starseeds. I am seeing that here. Very much so, very strongly. Feeling like home was destroyed in a way. I know maybe for some of you this sounds kind of out there, but this is the kind of reading that we are doing today, and I'm just passing on the knowledge and the information that the goddess Isis is giving to me about this for you. There may have been some sort of, I'm just gonna share what she is telling me because I feel like it might be important for you. There may have been some sort of volcanic eruption too in a different life, or you lived near a volcano in a different life, and maybe this is somewhere that you can actually soul travel to, or you sense this certain destination you never knew why you were drawn to it, or maybe you're drawn to the idea of like sunken cities or stuff like this. And she's saying you can actually go into a lucid dreaming state, or astral travel, or meditate and put yourself in a trance and travel to this place, to whatever it is you feel drawn to uncover new information or lost information. Yeah, you're from some sort of forgotten land in a different lifetime, and there's something that may be very healing for you by doing this. You're very connected to the water, very connected to the water. Some of you feel recharged when you are in the water. Some of you also love dolphins, or may have aquatic spirit animals, especially dolphins. Oyster might be another one too. So that might be something worth looking into for you. I'm also noticing the butterflies here. Wait, wasn't I saying canary in the beginning of this reading? And I'm not sure what type of bird this is, but it kind of reminds me of a canary. That's pretty crazy. So that might be a spirit animal for you too. Some of you have a gift with sound healing, or within your voice, or singing, or light language. Some of you are able to channel information in this way, or bring forth healing frequencies or activations, or almost like uncovering hidden knowledge by doing this too. This is something you retained from your starseed origin here as well. You're able to read and tap into crystals, water, the earth. Maybe if you try to put your hands into the earth, you may pick up on certain information or download certain information in this way. I am hearing sirens in the background, so that may be a particular sign for some of you. Yeah, the soul recollections is something that you can do very, like, that is something in your DNA, whether this is dormant, whether this is active or activating, which if you choose to allow this process. You feel drawn to certain things, or like a certain homesickness, or like that you never were able to explain why, and that's because of what had happened in another life. And I feel like for some reason, once you're open to exploring this, trusting your intuition and not judging the information you see, you'll be able to heal that and gain more clarity and information, and even into your life purpose too. Some of you are also telepathic to animals. You may have a special connection with animals, sensing their needs, being empathic towards animals and nature as well. You can really read the energy of nature and the animal kingdom, especially those of the aquatic. Yes. So next we have answer the call. What is your soul calling you to do? Some of you are, again, maybe thinking about writing a book, or maybe meant to write a book about your downloads, or even drawing certain light codes, learning light language, just channeling whatever this information is, writing down whatever it is you're meant to see, like a scribe. Did I say scribe earlier? I don't remember. But it's like uncovering knowledge about these hidden or lost lands, and your soul journeys, your soul travels, your astral travels, connecting in with this lost land. You have some sort of special connection to lost lands, and uncovering this knowledge and being able to access your Akashic records. This is a really cool pile. I love it. Okay, so your final three cards here are the Seven of Cups, Awakening, and the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, see, more of like this crown chakra download of information I feel like this will also, for some reason, it's like it aligning with your soul with the Seven of Cups. You getting a lot of fulfillment by doing this. Some of you have a very spiritual mission if you choose to do this, or you may be interested in things like an architect. Freeing yourself, exploring information, different, things that seem kind of otherworldly maybe to other people. But it's like you're a pioneer in this way, and you're able to travel by spirit in your mind and download information through your crown chakra. You're very intuitively gifted, and you're able to see different places with your mind and philosophize about it. She's also showing me here. This may be one of your final lifetimes, if not the last. And it's like you sharing your enlightenment with other people and you feeling excited about it. That's a very specific message here. Yeah, this is making me think of that travel. This is making me think of writing, a passion project, something very creative. Alright, that's gonna do it for you, group number 3. I hope that you enjoyed your reading and that it resonates and was helpful for you. If you did enjoy it, please be sure to give this video a thumbs up, comment down below. I really do value and appreciate reading your feedback. And please consider subscribing to my channel if you are new and you would like to see more content like this. Thank you so much for watching, and I am excited to talk to you all again in the next video. Bye. Hello, group number 3. For those of you who are drawn to the group with the Portal of Light card, hello and welcome to your reading. Let's see what information I can pick up from this first card here from the goddess Isis, and then we'll jump into your other cards afterward. Please excuse the noise in the background. I am waiting on a new mic to get here, and I'm currently using my phone's camera for a mic, and so if you hear all that background noise, that is why, and I hope that it isn't distraction, but we are going to power through this and get right in. So you initiate change. She's showing me here transformation. There's something about transition and transformation. You're also like this guiding light for people through different transitions, through transformation. It's guiding people to take that next leap to this next part of their journey. You're guiding light. You're showing them the way. You're showing them this next step. You're showing them that they can make this leap if they choose to jump, and you encourage them to jump. You encourage growth. You're somebody who has a lot of knowledge, insight, and a wisdom. You provide clarity for others, even if on the inside you don't always feel completely clear yourself. You give very strong constructive advice to people, and you really want to help them succeed. You really want to help them transform. You're here to help transform people, and that is something within your soul that you are gifted with. You help people transform their lives, but there's also an issue here she is showing me of sometimes feeling out of control when people make the wrong decisions for themselves and it hurting you. Are you feeling overly responsible for making sure people go through this transition? And she wants to relieve you of this feeling and let you know that it's up to them. It's up to those people's, it's their choice whether they want to take on that leap and grab for your hand to get through. But if they want the help, then you are more than able to lead them. And it's not, she's saying like there's nothing, you don't have to feel responsible for if they choose not to go that way or if they choose not to grow. She is also saying, I'm not, please don't shoot the messenger here. She's also saying something about patience. She's saying about everything happens in time and reason. You're here for people when they're ready to make that jump, but you're also doing the inner work on yourself. There's this tendency you may have to over fixate on other people when you're the one that needs somebody to show up there for you. And she's encouraging this at this time. Some of you have a butterfly for a spirit animal, and you are a guide for transformation with people, but it's more of like in a teaching way. It's less so in a like, I'm trying to do the healing for you. She's saying the better route for you is by being this guide, by offering the tools, the resources, the information, the teaching. If somebody chooses to utilize that information, you are a way shower in this way. You help guide and bring people clarity. You help them see things from a new perspective. Your advice is really, really good. But the problem is just being cautious not to feel like you're overly responsible for whether they take this information or what road they go on. I feel like you're a very protective spirit. You can't really help that. It's like this protective, caring nature, and you get frustrated at people when they're not making the leap. But you are a leader, and you're here to help encourage change. You're here to help plant that seed, offer people this new way of seeing things and being, and them being the ones to choose to take that in on their own time and space, And we do have, she glides on wings through time and space. So you are a pillar of light and strength, very much so. Let me see if there's anything else here. Leadership, creative energy. You help people heal their their sacral chakra as well. So your next cards here are Anubis, guide and protector. See, that's you. And set challenges. You're here to help guide people through change. Yes, you're a protective spirit. You really are. You may have felt drawn to one of the other piles. I'm not going to say which this time. I will let you intuitively choose to go back and watch if you felt drawn to another one. But you have very sharp listening skills. You have the ability to see truth. I'm picking up on a different pile here. But people cannot lie to you. They can't. Point blank, they cannot lie to you. I'm noticing that vivid blue energy in the aura, the open ears, the standing guard, being protective, being unmovable, unwavering, and not in a bad way. This is in a truth-seeing, truth-hearing way. You pick up on other people's thoughts as well. She is showing me here. You're very telepathic and very clairaudient, and also very clairvoyant. That is something else. You're able to really see into people's psyche, see into their subconscious mind. You know what's going on internally with them a lot of times before they may be able to verbalize it or really make sense of it. It's like you already see at the core of them the words that they're having trouble getting out or have not fully comprehended of what this feeling is. You're able to see right into the core of issues and people, and you're able to sniff out the BS. You really are. You provide warmth to some and fire to those who aren't ready to be honest with themselves. Again, giving me a different pile vibe. Once again, not going to give away this time which one. You help people heal their inner child. You help them to heal wounds involving guilt and shame, to help them be more comfortable with who they really are. Let me see if there's anything else. Yeah, you are like a spirit guide in the flesh in a way. You're a very strong presence. You're a very strong leader. You're very assertive when it comes to this. Whether you've activated this within you or not, you can see solutions to problems. It's just that not everybody is willing to take the advice, and maybe sometimes that frustrates you. But you can almost hear truth in a person's tone of voice. Like, you can feel the frequency. You can feel it by hearing it. You can pick up on things by sound, by hearing, and also visually in your third eye. Again, you're able to interpret the energy between the lines, so to speak. You're very intuitive and picking up very subtle information that people may not be fully aware that they're even feeling quite yet. Like, they haven't made that feeling. It's more so you looking and hearing and feeling and sensing the energy that's already in their subconscious mind before it has become conscious. Noticing that siren in the background, so maybe that message was extra important for somebody. She's also saying that you know your own heart, you know your own shadows, so you're better able to see them in others. But it's to help people grow, it's to help yourself grow. You're accountable with yourself. And those who wish to hear you really benefit and transition and change their lives in a massive way and go through a major soul upgrade, transformation, getting rid of old baggage and residue that may be holding them down. It's just that not everybody is willing to put in the work to see, acknowledge, or let that go yet, or admit it even. And I just heard some of you hear songs randomly, faintly, or hear noises randomly or faintly. She's saying that these are spirits. You're hearing them clairaudient, or you may hear a certain song out of nowhere and there's a message within that song for you. A different group again got a similar message, but I'm sensing like you are really able to see and hear spirits. You're able to contact deceased loved ones as well for people. You're very empathic, but you get straight to the point and see through the core and truth of things. You're not somebody that's afraid to see both the light and the dark and integrate them both within and outside of you. You help people shift their lives if they're willing to put in the work. And you're like a human lie detector, and you help people transition, and you help people acknowledge the parts of themselves that they may not be wanting to acknowledge fully, their shadows. You reflect that back to them so that they can see where the healing needs to take place. And you may notice that you kind of have the tendency, or you may run into an issue, I should say, of triggering people because they don't want to hear it, or they don't want to hear negative things about themselves. But you're here to rattle that cage of their understanding of themselves so that they can grow. You are like a catalyst of change in people's lives. And it's like you're able to shake up that old residue, karmic residue in their soul, so that you can break through and they can live pure again, so that they can live a more authentic life and get to know themselves deeper and remember who they are at a soul level, and break through the facades, break through the exterior and ego. Yes. You're able to hear through lies. She keeps wanting to mention that. To be able to see the core issue and wound within a person so that they may do the healing for themselves. You're powerful teachers, but you don't like to sugarcoat things. And again, this could be something that is dormant within your DNA, or it is active. So your next card here is Shine Your Light with the number 44. That number 44 is standing out to me. Yeah, you're healers, but there's this boundary, these strong boundaries of other people putting in the work themselves. Your voice is meant to be heard by people who are willing to do it, and those who are not, it's like you give them this wake-up call, or it's like all this residue from past lives gets shaken up so that they can recollect their true soul, their true self, get to know themselves, get to know their inner child, break that open, crack that open, even the hardest of shells. That's something you're able to do. You're able to transmute this energy in this way by being a catalyst and showing people, mirroring back to people what is holding them back or keeping them from their authentic self or higher self, or who they're meant to be. You see who people are meant to be at a core level, and I think that might be why it's even extra frustrating to you sometimes with some people that may be acting out in negative ways or patterns. And it's important for you to also be able to distance yourself and have those boundaries when needed. You're a fierce protector. You have like a razor sharp third eye to see right through people, to see right into the core, to see their inner child, and not shy away from this within you too. You're very balanced in this way. So next we have light language, universal language of oneness, of love. Listen with your heart. We have here nurture, self-healing, ruby ray, birthing the new earth, and Syrian emissaries, dream for the new earth, time for a magical life. You guys are alchemists of energy, of teaching. Some of you may be Syrian starseeds too. We do have the Syrian card. But I'm seeing a gifted teacher that is able to alchemize energy very powerfully. I see a lot of angelic energy about you, like almost angel wings spreading about you, from you in my mind's eye. You have a very powerful, strong spirit that you are a force to be reckoned with. So Lord have pity on the person that tries to really tries to do some shady shit to you. But your DNA is very powerful. Some of you may have already activated this gift, and you see this very clearly. You may know what your starseed lineage is. It may not even be the Syrian one here. It could be the other ones, but this might be a major sign for you. You heal as you heal yourself. Whoops. As you heal. One second. Okay, as you heal yourself, you're better able to teach others, she's showing me. You teach others also the most potently, in the best way, by healing yourself and being an influence, by being a leader, and other people choosing to follow the same direction, learn from you. Some of you may want to write some sort of book in order to share this knowledge. You're very compassionate. Some of you are able to also connect in with plants. You might feel an energetic or psychic connection to earth, to the plant life especially, and be able to actually heal plants. Plants can feel energy, and I feel like you know this, and you're able to connect with them if you really want to. And they also nurture you and ground you by being around them, by that life force energy. Some of you have a special interest in working with herbs or flowers or plants or nature. I just saw sunlight too. Maybe you like to charge things in sunlight. You love nurturing plants, pouring in life into them. Some of you may have a gift with light language too, and you can bring life to things in a way, bring more energy, vivid energy, more life force energy to things, plants or wildlife. You're You're able to shift and transmute energy also on a very physical level. Yeah, some of you are able to communicate with nature, get intuitive information from nature and connect with it and be healed by it. Maybe in some way you could use plants to help heal other people in some way. You have a very loving, caring heart, but a very protective one, especially for those you care about the most. But you have you're masters of energy here. You're masters of nurturing and healing people's inner child, or helping to heal other people's inner child. You have a gift of light language within your soul too, the frequencies, especially within your hands. Some of you may be into Reiki, or just notice that you're able to infuse energy or transmute energy with your hands to help heal or to help activate. But she's saying like you can't force people to activate. That's a specific one somebody needed to hear. Again, don't shoot the messenger. I'm just relaying the messages. And there's that issue of feeling overly responsible for creating this change for people, and she's saying like it's okay for you to forgive yourself if somebody doesn't get it right the first few times. Like, it's on them to learn this information, but you've already planted the seed. You've already done your work. You are somebody that helps people transform and see things in a new way, and also admit their wrongs. You help people grow on a soul and karmic level. You're able to transmute this energy. You're masters of energy. You're masters of seeing energy, reading energy, alchemizing energy, healing hearts, healing people's inner child. You're very clairaudient. That is within your soul as well. If you would like to activate that, or open to activating that for yourself if it is not already pretty open. You get messages through music, and it's like you can almost feel sound, the energy of sound, and work with this. Maybe some of you would be gifted sound healers. So your next card is also color therapy, or color, something about colors might be something that you use to help heal people. I'm getting somebody using their voice as well, so maybe you're a singer, or you sing in like light language. And we have the inner temple, devotion, tune into the portal of your heart. So you're strong empaths. Some of you have faced a very hard upbringing as well. I'm seeing an image of an envelope. So you are divine messengers for those who have passed on. You relay these messages to help people heal heart and gain closure. You help open that gateway for other people too, to know that they can do the same, or access contact to their past loved ones. You show them that is possible. You're a very gifted medium, and some of you work as mediums too, or maybe interested in that, and this may be a sign that that is in your plan if you choose to go with it. Like, you could totally achieve that if you wanted to. You could heal people's hearts in this way, help them gain closure. You're very good at contacting past loved ones for people, including your own. You feel your spirit guides very strongly, and you show people how to have these tools to be able to do it themselves. And maybe that's why you could be a teacher of some sort in this lifetime too, to be able to show people how to do this for themselves as well, and also change people's lives by maybe even providing this service. You're gifted mediums. That is something within your soul, opening gateways for people, activating these kind of spiritual awakenings for other people as well. So your final three cards we have here are the Ace of Cups, the Hierophant, and Transformation. Oh, I did not look at these cards ahead of time. I just want to point that out. This is all about teaching. This is all about, oh my goodness, the Ace of Cups makes me think of new beginnings, new emotional beginnings, opening up a new world, you being a teacher, you being a healer, you showing people how to do this for themselves, transformation, guiding people through change, transition, maybe even helping spirits to transition. You have a strong and big heart, and you're really here to actually constructively help people, and you can constructively help people. You have a gift of teaching. You have a soul gift of teaching and leadership and helping other people awaken their own intuitive gifts. Some of you may have, if you choose to go down this road or continue down this road, maybe you conduct workshops in some way, or classes or courses, or you may feel called to do this or write a book, and this is your confirmation that yes, this would be very good for you. This has a positive outcome for you and for your soul and the evolution of those seeking this mentorship. You're here to help teach people and also teach them how to connect with the earth as well. Special connection with the earth, or healing with herbs, or healing with earth energy, or learning to tune into it, into the frequencies also of sound, and to healing, and to connecting with past loved ones and spirits from the other side. You help awaken people. You awaken people and change their lives and help them through rough transitions. Let me see if there's anything else here. Yeah, you're teaching people. Whether this is about light language, whether this is about sound healing, whether this is about connecting with past loved ones, even pets, or connecting with angels, teaching people how to heal with their hands, or different healing modalities, or connecting with their intuitive gifts with spirit. You're here to be this teacher and leader for other people, and that is a gift that you have and you strongly possess. And I think that's why it is so important for you to learn that balance of how to teach and be there and help people without overly taking it on as your own, because you're meant to be in that mentor role, and that's how you really plant the seeds of light within people and be a catalyst of awakening for them. You show people that there are no beginnings. You really are like this human activator and teacher. Activator is in like spiritual awakening, waking people up to their true potential and growth. You're a mentor, you're a leader. You help people grow on a soul level or remember who they are. Alright, that's all I have for you, group number 4. I hope that you enjoyed this reading and found it helpful. If you did enjoy this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Comment down below if it resonates. I really do value and appreciate reading your feedback. And if you are new to my channel and you have not already subscribed, please consider doing so. If you enjoyed this video and like to see more like it. Thank you so much for watching. I am really grateful to have done this reading for you and connected with the goddess Isis to bring forth these messages for you, and I hope you enjoyed, and I hope that you also enjoy the rest of your day, and I will talk to you all again soon. Bye.